Jumanji is about four kids who get trapped inside a video game and have to beat it in order to escape it. I'm a massive fan of the old Jumanji movie, actually. I really love Robin Williams' Inkster stunts in it. I was really enthralled with the idea of a game coming to life. It made it really cool, and I watched the movie like a million times probably. Going into this movie, I was just hoping they didn't ruin my love of the old one and like kind of tarnish it in a way. And luckily they didn't. Actually, I think they improve upon it almost in a way. It also pays some really good tribute to the old game. You see the board game actually coming back in a couple scenes in this. And the second kind of callback to the old movie, if people don't really remember it, they might really not catch the callback, but it's really cool. It happens later in the movie. Keep an eye out for it. It's really cool. The main reason why this movie works so well is that the four main characters, as adults, work really well, but also as kids, you actually get way more backstory with the kids than you would think with this movie, especially with as big stars such as The Rock, Jack Black, Karen Gillan, and Kevin Hart. You would think they would soak up almost 100% of the screen time, but they give the kids probably a good 30 minutes of this movie. Like, they give them a good chunk of this movie, and it really pays off. But yeah, the child performances are really good. But the clear standout is Jack Black, as I think he's portraying Bethany. I think that's the character's name. He has some really fabulous scenes, especially interacting with Karen Gillan. Yeah, I can't spoil anything, but there is one scene that just had the whole crowd laughing. It was really funny. So yeah, Jack Black pretty much steals the movie, and kind of below Jack Black is just a little bit is Karen Gillan. I think she brings her A game in this movie. She's really funny. And it's not to say that The Rock and Kevin Hart were bad. It's just those two just were overwhelmingly good in this movie. And it's awesome. Really love them. Another thing I really loved about this movie is that when they are stuck in the video game, it actually plays out as a video game, and it's very self-aware. They interact with NPCs or non-player characters, and that's cool because those characters end up saying the same thing over and over again, so that adds a lot of entertainment value to this. Also, they acknowledge the fact that cutscenes are a part of a video game, even though in the context of this movie it doesn't look any different. They do acknowledge it, so that's really neat. Also, they really touch into player abilities, and that comes up quite often in this movie, and also adds a lot of entertainment value to this whole picture. I do have a few problems with this movie. My first major problem is that Nick Jonas is a pretty big miscast, in my opinion. I just don't think that guy has any acting ability whatsoever. So not sure why he's in this movie, because I do feel like his character Alex is a good one. He has actually quite an extended arc throughout this movie. So yeah, I feel like that was a missed opportunity. An other missed opportunity was the villain. He pretty much didn't do anything. I mean, there was no point to him in this movie. He only has like one cool scene that lasts like 5 seconds. But I remember it pretty well, but he just didn't do anything in this movie. Also, the actual quest or adventure they go on is really straightforward, especially if like an avid video gamer comes into this movie. They might think some of the tasks they have to complete are really lame. They are really easy, it seems like, and the heroes don't really have a good challenge in this movie, which might be a problem for some people. I mean, it plays out really straightforward. So yeah, those are a few of my problems with this movie. So guys, I would recommend this movie. I would give it a B-. It is really competently made. You can tell they spent a lot of money on this movie for sure. There's a lot of good laughs, and the group dynamic is fantastic. The only negatives, there's no villain. I'm just gonna say there's literally no villain, and there's really no threat. So if you can get past that, I think you're gonna have a good time. So as promised, I'm going to be starting this new series of music tips. So let's start with music tip number 1. When you're learning an instrument for the first time, I would recommend starting with your favorite band songs. It's going to make learning your instrument a lot more fun, and you're going to be much more motivated because you're going to be playing stuff that you love. So yeah, play your favorite band's music, and I think you'll have a really good time learning a new instrument. So guys, comment below. Let me know what you think of Jumanji. What music tips would you share with other people? Like this video and subscribe to my channel for more content, and I will see you at the movies.